Alrighty, everybody, welcome back once again. This is Adam, your dog trainer. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. Good to be back. Good to be here with you. I know I was gone for a week or two. I had some things happen, it was kind of a big thing. And that's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to think about. It's kind of scary sometimes when you have stuff like that happen. But it's been a hot minute, and I want to thank you guys for all joining me tonight. My name is Adam. I am your dog trainer, and I am here just for you. This is live. We are here. We are talking about today. We are going to talk about a emergency kit for you and your dog. But a few things first, we got to get out of the way. Did anybody watch the Monday mashup between Greenies and Whimsies? It was fantastic. If you haven't, I will post a link up here in the replay for you to check that out. Super cool. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Another thing we have to talk about is getting you guys to check out some of the things that I've got going on. So here is my follows. So if you could, please go ahead and follow me on YouTube. Obviously, subscribe to the channel, follow my Facebook page, and of course, hit me up on Instagram. And I just started a new Snapchat, so follow that too. Tons of pictures of dogs for you to follow, take a look at, share, have a good time. Any questions, anything, you can hit me up on all those platforms. And that is done and out of the way. Boom. All right. So we are here. Let's talk about Monday. Monday was Monday mashup, and we talked about Greenies versus Whimsies. All right, and I have something for you. So I did the Monday mashup, and I just so happened to keep them in the water. I just wanted to drop this in here. I kept them for now. We did the Monday. I recorded that on Sunday afternoon. It is now Tuesday. And look, they're still not broken down. I would once again note Greenies is a little broken down better than the Whimsy, but Greenie is turning green. Expected. Whimsy is kind of turning brownish. But yeah, just thought you guys should see that. I saved those for you. All right. And yeah, they do fare. They look kind of gross. They're kind of I don't know. I don't want to stick my hand in it. Yeah, but anyway, so that was done on Monday, and you can check the link out. You'll find what my opinions were of the Monday mashup, Greenies versus Whimsy. And it's pretty amazing what we figured out. All right, so who is here in the chat? If you're here, go ahead and say hello. It looks like Adam's Cat Shack is here. That's my other channel. Farah is watching, and Erica is here. All right, I wonder where Charisse is at. I wonder where the rest of the gang's at. But cool, thank you for joining. All right, so let's talk about emergency kits that we need to get together for our pets. And a lot of people they're not prepared for this. They're not prepared for an evacuation. No one ever is prepared. I remember last year when we had the hurricane that came through, and there's always one a year. There's always one. There was a hurricane that came through, and we lost power. I lost, all the food in my refrigerator was gone. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching or going to watch are going to feel the exact same way. We were kind of unprepared for that. We kind of worry about ourselves more than our pets. And that's okay. It's kind of how that is, but there's still some basic necessities you need to have. You need to get prepared now. So this way, if anything does happen, you're not, in that line at Home Depot to kind of get all this stuff. All right. So one of the things is water. Water is the first thing you need to have on your list. All right. Water keeps me talking. That's what water does. Water is something that your dog or cats or yourself um, always need to have. And you can't just go to the sink and get water sometimes because the water may be contaminated. Erica was talking to me today and she kind of made a joke about where she lives. They have tornadoes. And, you know, she made a joke, but I took it seriously. I was like, yeah, you're right. You know, I never even thought about it. Tornadoes, if you live in the Midwest, you're going to get tornadoes constantly. And you have to be prepared for something to happen, unfortunately, to your house. What are you going to do for your pets? All right. So water is the first thing. For each day you do not have power, you should have 2 gallons of water for your pets. It seems like a lot, right? It's really not that much. You know, so if you get a pack of 24 bottles at Costco, which will cost you $3.95, all right, that's for a pack of water. You're talking about maybe spending $12 in water. So I like to have at least 3 to 4 days worth just in case. So I already have my hurricane water set aside around the corner for all me and the kids. All right, the cats. They all have water prepared. We have to have that. All right. So water is an essential thing that we have to have. So that's number 1. Number 2 is obviously food. So in that cat, and Fair makes fun of me for calling my animals kids. In that kit, I'm also going to make sure that I have food. Now, for the cats, I tend to you know, have little canned foods or pouches for everybody for up to 5 days. I already have that. It's tucked away. You know, dogs are actually easier than cats, but for dogs, depending on what food company you go with, you can actually call those food companies and ask them for a sample box. So I actually reached out to Earthborn, and this one's Solistic. All right. And this one is Earthborn. And I reached out to them and said, hey, can you send me some samples? And what you get, oh, that was really awkward. What you get is a box like this big. And this box is full. Let's see, how many do I have in here? Where are the scissors? Fantastic. We're going to go old school. So this one, because I've been reaching out to companies lately, by the way, for samples because of the Monday mashup. And this one they sent me. Oh, sweet. So this one happens to be from Taste of the Wild. So if you get a few of these every so often, all right, you can have these already prepared, and these won't expire anytime soon. Where's the expiration date on these little bad boys? They don't expire. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, here it is. So these will not expire until May of 2019. So, well, that's this one. This one is June of 2019. So yeah. So, you know, that is kind of a neat way for you to get little baggies already prepared for you of treats or food. All right. So you call the companies, see if they can send you a sample pack, and you have a bunch of different food. They're already airtight. You can easily carry them. They're in a box. They're ready to go. All right. So we got food. We got water. That's kind of self-explanatory. That's the easy part. So now here's where things get a little more confusing. All right. A lot of people feel and they forget about doing their research beforehand. So what everyone's going to do today and tomorrow, your homework assignment is to find the shelters in your area that are open for pets. All right. Now, usually they already have that done for an emergency. You can find that on the emergency websites in your county, and go ahead and print that out and circle the shelters that are closest to you. And you want to circle at least 2, because one you might not be able to get to because of, you know, evacuating. Trees might be down, wires might be down. There might be car accidents. You just can't get to this shelter. Have a backup plan. So these are shelters that are pet friendly. So that's the next thing you're going to have. And you're going to put that in your little kit, and you're going to have a little box. You know, like I have my training box that has all my little paperwork. You're going to have that kind of box set aside for a opportunity to know basically what am I going to do in case I have to go. So I have 2 separate locations to drive to. The other thing you're going to need is an extra copy of your dog's shot records. Now, that is an essential part, because if you go to these shelters, they're probably not going to let you in unless you have your dog's shot records up to date. So if your shot records are not up to date now, we have hurricane season starting June 1st, just next week. All right. I think that's like Monday of next week or something. So you need to have your shot records up to date. If they're not, go to your vet, get your dogs and cats up to date. All right. All mine are. And get an extra set of shot records for each animal. Have them in a folder. Write down the pet's name and have all their information all in a watertight container. They sell watertight binders that they do for elementary school and high school kids. Get something like that you can seal, or put them in a Ziploc bag. That's also another opportunity. And also grab a copy of the business card of your vet and staple it to the top corner. So you have that in case of any kind of emergency, and put that in your little kit, tuck it away, fold it up. I have all mine set aside. I have 3 different kits because I have too many animals. I can't just have one. I don't know. I guess that's a thing. All right. I don't know. I'm some kind of animal hoarder, I guess, you know. So, all right. So we have the shot records. We have the vet's information. How are you going to get there? So I actually have a carry crate that I keep that will fit 4 animals at a time. I have 6, 7 cats, so I can fit them all into 2 crates. And taped to these crates are their identifications. What some people also do is they get a dog collar, and they put their address and the people's phone number. So this way, if anything happens, they know, and they put it on the front of the cage. I don't do that, but a lot of people do when they travel with their pets. They'll put that on the metal cages. So you have your carriers, and make sure you have a big enough one to fit in your car with a bunch of other stuff, because you're going to need to bring the water. You're going to need to bring the food. You're going to need to bring those things. So make sure you have enough room for that stuff also. That's important. All right. So in this little carry thing, we have the shot records. We have the vet clinic, the emergency routes where we need to go. Also, there's some products we have to have with us. And one of those is a pet calming collar, or a thunder shirt, or something that is a little to calm your dog down. All right. And people are like, well, my dog doesn't need that. Well, in a time of frantic need, you're going to want to keep your dog calm, because if they get out of control, they're going to kick you out of these shelters, and they're going to have to be in their crates for a long period of time. So I do recommend getting some sort of calming aid to help calm them down. Do not, I repeat, do not get a plug-in diffuser, because you might not have power where you go. Keep that in mind. All right. So keeping the animal calm is really important. Make sure you get some kind of spray or antiseptic in case you're walking in and out and your dog happens to hurt themselves. I remember last year during the hurricanes, a bunch of people called me and said their dogs ripped their pads on trees and tree limbs and branches that are outside of their house while they're trying to walk their dogs right after the hurricane. So you want to get like maybe little cheap booties for your dogs. There's some really good ones on Pet Finder, or not Pet Finder, on what is the name of that website? ActiveDog.com. You can find some really good shoes. They run from $50 to $70, and they're fantastic. They're more for service dogs, but they work great for this need that we have in our situation. Another thing you can do is, get like sprays and wraps that we sell. And if anyone's interested, I can send you some information about that. to go ahead and set you up for those in case your dog does get any kind of injury. You want to make sure they're safe, secure. But if they do, if you happen to take your dog for a walk and they get hurt, you have to have something that will fight off infection. You have to have something that you can wrap, or keep sanitized, bandage wrap or something along those lines. All right. You know, and probably the most important thing is to be calm. That the most important thing by far, because if you're not calm, your dog's going to freak out. And if you're prepared, you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to, lose your mind. You're going to know exactly what to do. You know exactly where to go. You know exactly what's going on. You know exactly everything you need, and it's already there. So be calm and, take your time. And yeah, that's preparing a hurricane kit. That's pretty much what we have to have, and that's about it for the hurricane kits. For those of you guys that didn't see, last week I had an opportunity to totally changing subjects. Last week I had an opportunity to head on out to the Orlando Puppy Flight Rescue. And what that is, there's a gentleman named Michael Young, and he has his own plane, and he flies out of a private airport. It's super private. It's almost impossible to find. I called it the top secret airport, and I'll put a link up there into the description for you guys to be able to watch that video. If you haven't seen it already, it was fantastic. It took me like 3 days to do. It ended up, I am so pleased how well it ended up. But I was talked to, I had some people reach out to me, from a bunch of companies. Cause I have a bit of, a little Adam power, not much, a little bit. So I reached out to some friends, and, I do have a lot of friends in the industry. And so I want to say thank you to Sean up at Planet Dog. As you guys, I've talked about them before. I reviewed a few of their products. Actually, there's some right up there, right there. I talked about some of their stuff before in the past. The Link, the Maisie Ball, those are all the things I reviewed for them. And they reached out to me and said, hey, you know what? We love this cause and we want to help. And what can we do to help you? We don't really want to send money, but we want to send stuff. So I said, hey, you know what? Why don't you send some toys? So those guys sent me toys, literally toys, hundreds of little balls and toys for the puppies to play with. They're super cute. So I want to say thank you to Sean and his team up at Planet Dog. They're from, they're from Maine, and it's just fantastic. I was blown away by this gesture. These are great for the puppies to play with as soon as they get off the plane. And yeah, awesome. Thank you so much to you guys. And some people in the chat are saying thank you also. That's super awesome of them. I have, 2 of these huge boxes. Well, they're not that huge, but 2 boxes. And I looked up some of the prices of some of the things. That's probably $1,000 worth of toys that they sent. So that's huge. I'm going to bring those to Michael the next flight that he has that I'm available to go to. I will bring those to him and drop them off. And I'm going to video it, and we'll do another, montage video for you guys to all see, and hopefully bring some of you guys out with me as part of my team, and we can help make a little more of a difference. And if there's any other companies that are interested in helping, please feel free to reach out, leave a comment below, or send me an email at caninehotline.com, and I'll be more than happy, gmail.com, sorry. And I'll be more than happy to reach out to you. So thank you, Sean, for that. Super awesome. I do not have any live chat games today. I was actually filming this. I have all the videos done for this week. I was kind of on a roll the other day, and I just kept going. So tomorrow's vlog, or Thursday's vlog, is a very good one. And then the Friday product review is already done also. There's my buddy Floyd's cage. I got to take it apart and clean it. I've taken some of the stuff. I'm going to be donating any of all the perches are going to be going to one of the bird rescue groups here in the Orlando area. I know Floyd would want that. And then the cage, I'm actually going to sell. If anyone is interested, reach out. I'll be more than happy to, it's a great cage. That thing's huge. And then I'm moving this part of the studio, that's where I do all my uppy closies. I'm going to move that over to this side. And I think it will work out a little better for me because that's all crooked and cockeyed, and you could see all the tripod, and it kind of doesn't fit right. So anyway, that's about it for me. I will see you guys over the week. Remember, get those hurricane kits done. Remember, please don't forget to like and subscribe to all of the following. I will put those back up for you guys to check out. All right, let me hit that share screen. There we go. And I will see you guys next time on Adam, Your Dog Trainer. Please follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and obviously Snapchat. We will have a great week. I will see you guys on Thursday, 10 a.m. I'll be dropping my weekly vlog. Friday morning, I'll be dropping the product review. And then once again, next Monday, we will have another food mashup. And then back here once again for live chat with Adam. I will see you guys next time. Everyone have a great week. And yeah, that's it. Deuces.